How to believe in yourself. How to believe in yourself. Wow, that's sort of different. Uh, keep track. Keep track. Okay, we'll get started just in a little bit. Um, hi, Bill, Health and Aiders. Hi, John. Hi, Melody. Love and appreciate you. Hi, Jody. Hi, James. Again, Bill, powerful. Hope it looks a little better. New computer, new everything. So we'll get started in. I always do this. I should have like a timer or something. Okay, here we go. How to believe in yourself. Now, a lot of people always ask me, what is the really key to success in anything? And it really truly boils down to this. Because if you don't believe that you can do something, if you don't believe that you can do something, then you're going to procrastinate and you're not going to do anything. And so, one of the things that really made me sort of understand this is going back in my life, and my mentor brought this up, but you just go back in life and you just think of things that seem to be nothing, right? Like, not only graduating from a certain grade or maybe even high school or college, but learning to drive, maybe riding a bicycle, getting a job, getting another job, getting another job, getting another job. Getting married for some of us, having children, um, doing things that, we just really, really didn't think that we could do, but yet we did it. And so I guarantee you that if I talk to people that know you and say, hey, listen, well, what is Melody great at? What is she great at? There would people immediately would be able to tell you what you're great at. So when you look back and go, all right, let me just break down the steps that I did to get my driver's license and the steps that I did to get a job. And you'll realize that one, you believed that you could do it. Two, you started asking questions. That's when people are really in action. How do I do this? How do I do this? And then when you start imagining yourself actually doing that, then each and every day you can do a little bit that actually gets you to where you need to be. And so I always love jumping on AI and just asking AI. And, and I thought this was really powerful. It said, believing in yourself as a journey. It's one step at a time, baby steps. And it often involves a combination of self awareness, self compassion, and taking action. Here are some steps that take you to cultivate your self belief and who you are. First of all, identify your strengths. What a lot of people have a tendency of doing is they try to be a jack of all trade and a master of none. A lot of people that know me tell me about all these social medias that are online, and I get it. I just know that I've made millions of dollars using Facebook. So if you add that kind of evidence, that kind of documentation, I would rather be really good at one social media than just, just this okay on the other one. And in the last year and a half, I've really been focusing on YouTube. We just went over 1 million views. Blows my mind. $17,000 we've earned on our YouTube channel. And, again, consistency. Am I learning? Do I get everything? No. But I just say, listen, I figured out how to get a job. I figured out, how to get a number of jobs. I can figure this out. And I even remember this might not be something that you guys do, but when you think about, getting your driver's license, you can't do all 40 hours in one shot. You see what I mean? So, I homeschooled my sons. And so when I found out what it took to get them their driver's license, step one, you got to know what's on the driving test. So you take the driving test to get your learner's permit. Then it says you need to do 40 hours of driving, and 10 of it has to be at night. Of course, we know the other thing, learn how to park. learn how to turn and stay in your lane. These are all things that you learn not all at once, but as you're doing it. So if you really identify your strengths and you know that you can do some things that other people don't know how to do, then you could then learn exactly the steps that you took to actually get the result that you wanted, the final result. Um, Set realistic. Okay. We just did a podcast and we just did a video on unrealistic expectations. You can put that in the search engine and see. And so when you think about that, set your imagination into little baby steps so you can reward yourself by going, I figured this out. And that way, instead of just going, oh my God, I'm going to go to super affiliate. And then your constant thing is super affiliate. It's like that phrase, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. One bite at a time. You do everything a little bit at a time. And so, set realistic expectations and imagination for yourself. Thank you so much, Melody. The kids are gonna love it. I just love and appreciate you so much for being a super chatter. You guys can see the little thing where you can give money to the orphans, get back on track. Okay, learning your awareness of understanding that you're having negative thoughts about whatever you're trying to do. So if you're very, very aware of going, I'm not a good people person. I'm not good technology. I'm not a good at writing. I'm not good at, talking. I'm not good at anything. If you don't learn to challenge those negative thoughts, then you're stuck. That's where you hear people, I'm stuck. I'm in a rut. A definition of a rut is the end of the graves are knocked out. You got to find a way to go, you know what? I'm going to figure out how to do this at a little at a time. And every one of you, if you've done anything on social media, it started out where, oh my God, this seems so complicated. And now all of a sudden you're just, doing better and better, gooder and gooder. Um, s- uh, Practice self compassion. See, we're really good at beating the crap out of ourselves. Ah, you suck at that. Ah, you suck at that. You're not good at that. It takes too long to learn. I'm not good at stuff. You got to start doing little tiny things and then patting yourself on the back, right? And so if you give yourself self love, self compassion, and going, you know what? I've done a lot of things that other people in the world will never ever do. And it's this, it's this, it's this, it's this. If I can do that, I can do anything. Surround yourself with supportive people. We had an inner circle call last night, a Zoom last night, and it was one of the best we've had. And it was just so interesting to see people like Lisa Marie and come on, Robert. Um, uh, Jody, a number of people that were getting results. They were getting results. And so now they're sharing that result, and everyone's going, wow, this can happen. Wow, these things can happen. And so having a supportive organization like we have with Inner Circle or Imaginators, you can see around this place, someplace where you can click join. It's also roberthollis.com/join, but be around a group of people that are all doing the same thing that you're doing. And you'll really, really get that. That's amazing. Um, Again, imagination. I mean, it's amazing that that's sort of in here twice, where you really got to take the time to imagine yourself achieving whatever you're achieving. And a lot of people don't believe in big things. So I always was taught reduce to the ridiculous. If you're always reducing what you're going to do, your mind will eventually say yes. Example. Um, you know, I gotta connect with 70 people in a day. Um, how about 10? Um, 5, eh, 1. Yeah, I could connect with one person a day. Isn't it weird how if you ever reduce things down to the ridiculous, that your mind eventually goes, "Ah, that's nothing." And it's crazy because every other goal in life or every other imagination in life, a person needed to say in their mind, I can do that. I can do that." Figuring out relative, gravity or what. Some things seem simpler for others. So when you reduce it to the ridiculous, it makes you understand that you could do it. Um, of course, take action, right? So sometimes belief in yourself comes from taking action despite your doubts. See, it's bizarre how programmed we are is the best way not to be humiliated. The best thing to not be embarrassed. The best way not to beat ourselves up is just not to try. But everything else that you've ever done in your life, you finally got to the position where you did try and you tried again and again and again. And then all of a sudden, yeah, I got a job, I'm married, I got kids, I got a home, whatever it is, you just consistently break it down again and just do little steps that your mind can say it. Seek feedback. This one here for me is again, you'll get a lot of people that have wrong programming and they just will not ask for help. They're too busy. I'm not enough. I'm not deserving. I'm not worthy. Whatever the things you say. I have so many people that consistently say to me all the time, well, I would have reached out and asked for help, but I know you're busy. What other, you know, excuses are you going to use? You gotta ask for help. And today it's just amazing. I did this on AI, chat GPT before I got on here. But sometimes before I do anything, I always go on like YouTube and I go in the YouTube search and I just put in there, straight in there, whatever I'm asking, how to believe in myself, how to go into action. And you can get so much feedback from all kinds of books. I mean, I love how people even will take books and they'll actually show you how to get past that fear, false emotion appearing real, or false education appearing real. And, there's so much great information, including people that have taken very large books or number one best-selling books on this thought. And they reduce it down to bullet points. It's just amazing. Yeah, a lot of people don't ask for help, and you got to do that. Um, Understand and make the paradigm shift that failures are just really you learning. When I was able to take the paradigm in my head and just go, okay, what did I learn from this? What did I learn from this? I'm getting gooder and gooder. What did I learn from this? Instead of focusing on, oh my God, I failed. Again, this is programming that we get in school or around other people. I brought it up in just another video where a professor, wrote on a whiteboard and he put, 9 times 0 is 0. 9 times 1 is 9, and wrote all the way down the, 9 times 3, 9 times 4. He gets all the way to 9 times 9, and he did it on purpose, and he put 82, and then he put 9 times 10, 90, and everyone started laughing, and he turns around and he goes, what's going on? And he goes, tell me what's going on. And they go, 9 times 9 is 81. It's not 82. And he says, "Don't you find it interesting that every person figured out the equation I did wrong instead of saying, 'Wow, you got 9 out of 10'?" So, if we do that to other people, do we do that to ourselves? We do that to people that we love and in relationships with? See, we are always saying what's wrong. And we beat ourselves up really, really, really bad because we just keep beating on ourselves, going, well, I didn't do that right. I didn't do that right. Instead of really taking the time to really look at all the things that make us uniquely different than everybody else. When you can proclaim your uniqueness and realize that you're a miracle. You know, it's amazing how fast things can change in your life. And so, hey, no one's like me. So I'll figure out what I'm good at and I'll get gooder at it. The last one is basically saying practice gratitude. Take each day to reflect on the things you're grateful for and the things that you're doing correctly, including your own strengths, your achievements. Gratitude can help you shift your focus from self doubt to self appreciation, self belief. So, you know, I know that you can do this because, again, I was one of those individuals that was so good at beating the crap out of myself. Never was good at my mentors used to get mad at me because I would always ask them, "Hey, how can I get better? How can I get better?" And both really good mentors that I had both recognized immediately that I needed to start rewarding myself. You know, if everything that you're doing is awful and bad and everything you're doing is awful and bad and you're such an awful, bad, ugly person, that's stupid, all of these things, why would that person ever wanna go into action? So, you gotta learn to get what you expect for others, learn to give that to yourself. And then the last here, it says, in yourself takes ta yeah, believing in yourself is a skill just like everything else. It takes time and practice and awareness to develop. So be patient with yourself as you work on building your confidence and self belief. So that's why I tell people all the time I know where I came from. So that's why I know anybody can do this. Not a doubt in my mind. So I love and appreciate you. If no one's giving you permission to be successful and fulfilled and happy, let me do that for you because my mentors do that for me. Do me a huge personal favor. I'd really appreciate it. Make sure that you like and subscribe to this video and our YouTube channel. And then also you can click on that little bell because we do videos all the time. We'll be doing a Super Saturday tomorrow at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. And then we do what is called the Imaginators on Sunday. Again, same time, 12 Pacific and 3 Eastern. And so I hope to see you on the other videos. We do a live virtually every day. And thank you so much for participating to each and every one of you that jumped in here. It really makes my day. And again, do me a favor and share this with others. Bye for now. Love and appreciate you.